she's chasing the hype at the moment, Paul. She's a dangerous one as well, with back-to-back victories, looking to extend that to 3 in a very exciting women's flyweight division.
Yeah, and she's absolutely right. Those moves will be far worse if she gets the W tonight, but she has got all the skills to do it. She's very rangy. If she can stay behind that jab, use some of those kicks, she's difficult to deal with. There's a lot of distance to kind of close there for somebody like Molly McCann. Now listen, where Molly McCann is going to, she doesn't care about eating a couple punches to get in your grill, throw big combinations, and she's shown that she likes to wrestle a little bit. We've seen Carolina be able to take fights down, some hip throws in her career as well. I'd be curious to see how things go.
Luana Carolina here in London. In the O2 that McCann made history by becoming the first British woman to get a win in the octagon. And listening to her, everything is with emotion. Everything she does is 100%. She's so charismatic, but that's the same as her fighting style, as I think you were alluding to, Paul. She is a fighter's fighter, and in her last fight, Michael, Paul was talking about that, the reach and the deficit. She got around it. It was a fantastic performance on which to build on, to come home to and impress these fans.
Yeah, well, of course, she's making history in many, many ways, and another way is that she's the shortest fighter, or the shortest reach on the UFC roster, and that's going to be a problem, because her opponent, Peter, has a 7-inch reach advantage. Now, Molly is a true fighter. It's as simple as that. I mean, everything about it, you mentioned the passion, but when she fights, she never stops going forward. Beautiful boxing, tremendous high output, and now mixing in takedowns of her own as well. In the past, the wrestling side kind of let her down a little bit, but not anymore. But the thing that stands out is you'll see her in every fight, stand in front of her opponent, roar at them and just call them on, because she wants all-out violence every single time.
Welcome back to London. There is Meatball Molly McCann getting ready to step into the octagon, the same octagon and same position where she made history a few years ago. And she is doing this for the fans, her city, her country. She reckons this is one of the greatest nights in UK MMA history. And look at her, absolutely loving it. Cannot wait to get in there. She is a fighter's fighter. And she's looking to get this crowd going. This is the 8th time she has faced Brazilian opposition. But tonight, it didn't matter where in the world her opponent was coming from. She was always going to bring it. And she gets a hero's welcome here in the O2. But she will be facing Luana Carolina, who's here to steal all of it. She wants to be noticed. She's looking to grab that hype and elevate her own career and extend her win streak to 3. Two-time Muay Thai champion will be a problem for Meatball Molly McCann. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this flyweight contest. So 3 years separates our female flyweights. The Brazilian taller by 2 inches, but perhaps most significantly, Carolina will benefit from a 7-inch reach advantage. With introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Flyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding professional record, 8 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Luana Carolina. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer, only a professional record of 11 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Liverpool, England, Movaheady.
Dan Movaheady shares the octagon with the fighters. Thank you very much, Red. Round number 1 ahead. A maximum of 3 5s. And I don't know about you, gents, but I feel like the energy in here just went up another notch.
We agree.
Molly McCann facing up against Luana Carolina. All emotion from Molly McCann. She did touch him up, but she's backing up the longer Carolina straight away, who wears the black.
Well, that's the plan. That's the key to victory for Molly. She has to close that distance. But she's got to be careful. See the knee coming up there? That was more of a warning shot from Carolina to say, hey, be careful.
She catches that single there. A Muay Thai stylist is Luana Carolina. She does have a submission to her credit, however, and was looking to show her. She's not going to let this be it. She's covering her profile. Molly McCann is going for the kill. There is no denying that.
She's still hurt though. Carolina is on shaky legs. And Molly senses it. And Molly does not care. She's going to go for it. She's going to swing.
She is all in at the moment. Molly McCann is trying absolutely everything at this finish.
Don't do it, Molly. You want to keep this fight on the feet because she's close to having her out there. This allows Carolina to, gather her senses, recover from the crazy start that Molly just had.
Unbelievable. All that emotion of the walkout and that huge surge of energy. Let's see what now happens, Paul.
Exactly. That's key, John. Let's see how she handles this adrenaline dump, right? She's so hyped up from the crowd. The energy is insane. And then you almost get your opponent out of there. Now everything settles in. Now she can be a little more calculated, trying to find that chin by setting things up. She got excited, but she's got to get out of this clinch with somebody like Carolina. This is where she can be dangerous.
She does need to get out of the clinch because Carolina is very dangerous with her Muay Thai. But now they've got separation again. I expect the same thing. The forward pressure, the head movement, and then the fast, long combinations from McCann. It just seemed like Carolina had a real problem defending them.
Last time out, Molly McCann again. She got a performance bonus. She's still riding that at the moment as well. Look how confidently she's fighting tonight.
And now she's being a little more calculated. She set that up. She goes low and then she's coming up high. And that's catching Carolina at least twice now, to the point where rocked her on her feet. You see her take steps back. She's still wobbling.
Carolina landed a big left there a second ago. And that's absolutely essential if she's going to win this fight. She has to get respect. She has to say to Molly, hey, you keep pushing forward like this, you've got to pay the price. You're going to get cracked. I am not here to be dominated and made a fool of. And so far, even though she's not off to a good start, she's doing that now. She's kind of saying, hold on, this is a fight, Molly. Don't think you're just going to run all over me.
There's some knees from Carolina.
Spin from Molly. It's effective. They break up.
There's Molly looking up at the clock.
She's up the shark in there at the moment, Michael.
Now she really is. But that's the way she always fights. It's the same thing from Molly. All heart, passion, emotion, wears it on her sleeve, fights like that, goes forward, always comes in tremendous shape. But she's got a solid dance partner here tonight. So
I'm impressed by the technicality of these last two performances though, Michael, because giving up such reach, I think it was 10 inches last time. She's found a way to just bust through it. Look at the head movements.
I mean, if that's the way they're built, you kind of get used to that though. I mean, there's always going to be at a reaching deficit. And not that I'm likening her to Mike Tyson, but it never really bothered him back in the day.
That's the blueprint right there.
Correct, head movement, off the weave, on the inside, let the hands go.
She's measuring her for the big bombs.
Molly's having a lot of success with that right hand, and off of the counter. She's waiting for the jab to come from Carolina.
Those defenses of Carolina not looking so robust now. And Molly McCann, which was a sailing of punches.
I was thinking before, it needs to rip to the body, then come upstairs. Carolina's defending very well in those combinations. You come downstairs, the arms come down, exposes the chin.
Bloodied face worn by Carolina, but still marching forward. It's Molly McCann ripping to the body. 30 seconds left in this opening stanza.
Gotta be careful of that left kick from Carolina. And that's smart. I think Carolina needs to go upstairs with some kicks, Nice knee to the body as well. She's got, like you talked about, Michael, she's got to land something in this round. So going into round 2, if we get there, she's not getting marched down.
She's going to try and establish some forward pressure. She's going to stop Molly leading the dance, going first, putting her on her back foot. And look at Molly. Forever into dance.
Wow, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after these.
Left push and switch off. When you left the way you
Next week, Columbus, Ohio plays host to another heavyweight headliner. Dominant grappler Curtis Blades takes on superb finisher Chris Dawkins. The entire night is simulcast on ESPN and ESPN Plus with the main card at 7 Eastern. Paul, quality shots. That's what the McCann corner are after.
Love that advice. They calmed her down a little bit. Listen, if you're training Meatball Molly, you know how she gets. You know you've got to say, all right, sweetheart, listen, relax. You had her hurt, but pick your shots. Make them effective. Don't just go crazy for the sake of going crazy. She could have had her out of there, and if she does it again in the second round, I guarantee you she picks her shots. They also want her going to the body.
Dean Thomas, what you got for us?
Yeah, also you saw Molly McCann. She's having a tremendous fight, but you saw her having fun at the end of that round. And that's exactly what you want with a fighter in a round like this. Because when they get tight, they get tense after throwing a bunch of punches, they gas out. But when you see her having fun, you know she can do this all night long.
Of course she's having fun though. I mean, this is what she lives to do. And you go out there, you train, you do a training camp, and you get off to a start like that. You let your hands rip, you almost finish your opponent multiple times. I'm not surprised she had a smile on her face.
She is fighting full of ambition tonight here in the O2.
Just to touch on that point before though, Paul, as you say, the corner said don't get reckless in there. And that is what she's going to do because Carolina is here for a reason. If she walks onto an elbow,
this is settling in, right? Okay, first round, wild, big punches, big combinations, but probably feeling a little bit of that fatigue, right? If you can get top position and settle things down, get your heart rate back under control, this is just an intelligent move, I believe, from Molly McCann.
Nice work with the knee on belly. Well, she came off of that, but she's got a good position of control at the moment, using her pressure to keep Carolina, who's turned away from her at the moment.
Yeah, not doing much in the way of defending properly here. That leg is just kind of in no man's land. She's not using it to try to get her knee back into a place so she can get back to guard. She's kind of just holding on to this arm of Molly as well. If Molly wanted to really start looking for this arm bar, she's already setting herself up for it, Carolina. That arm is just locked up. Even though she's got Molly's arm, Molly has that right arm of Carolina as well. Now it's neutral.
Molly's driving her head down.
She's putting herself into a choke, Michael. She's grabbing onto this head of Molly McCann. That's just going to set her up for a Von Flue choke if she wants it.
It is. But look at that, trying to tie up the arm. And there's not much doing there because with the sweat, she can just yank that arm out very easily. But Molly's got her head right down, trying to maintain downward pressure. Got to be careful though, as she's coming up high like that.
Yeah, exactly. She can be knocked off balance.
Roll her over and end up on top. You know, this is great for Molly, but you heard the referee there saying we need to work, we need to improve position. You know, if you get a takedown like this, make it work for you. You got to go to town, get your head up, start dropping elbows.
I think Molly should put her right leg between there and get that almost quarter mount position, right? And then she's got her off balance turned to the side. She can start raining down shots. It's there. Carolina is doing, I hate to really pick on her right now, but this is just terrible defense from the back.
She's in the wrong direction.
You never ever turn your back on your opponent. You don't attempt to do it.
She needs to be pushing, Michael, right? Get her hip involved here.
Referee telling Molly to use it
or lose it. I'm just saying lose it. Come on, up you get. That was more fun before.
Back to it straight away.
Nice foot movement from Carolina.
Urgency as well, Michael.
Elbow, knee.
Oh, nice framing for that knee and elbow.
Molly felt that way. You can see the look on her face.
She's got to watch the knees here. She's trying to set up a guillotine. No doing there.
pushes Carolina up against the fence. He's trying to wrap the head again. But 2-on-1 grip from McCann peels that off.
Nice knees, that's what Carolina's known for. Beautiful Muay Thai knees up the middle, the height advantage and the Muay Thai background. It's a dangerous place for Molly to be.
Well, those stats are showing a turning of the tide, if you like.
Yeah, Carolina's getting more confident ever since she got back onto her feet. She's starting to let her strikes go. And that is what she's got to do. That's what we've been talking about in round one, that she's got to get some respect. Well, she's getting it. Now look at these elbows from the clinch, the beautiful knee. Nice takedown to end the round.
Kevin Holland in his
What a way to finish the round.
Deep breaths up, isn't it?
2 rounds up. We just keep doing the same thing now.
Keep doing perfect, Molly. This round is perfect.
Just like that. All we need to do is recover. Same again for these rounds. The hands are working lovely. Let's just keep it to hands. Let's not engage in no grappling. Yep.
Take down.
Got 2 rounds up. You need to watch your head coming low, because she's looking for ninja chokes and guillotines. Okay? Listen to me, she's fucking belly breathing. She's blowing out of her ass. Do me a favour, keep your fucking shape. Don't go walking in, feint, trigger, and then nail it.
Tickets are on sale this Friday at Ticketmaster.com for UFC 274 from the Footprint Center Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. Be there live as 2 UFC titles will be on the line: Oliveira versus Gaethje, and a rematch between Rose Namajunas and Carla Esparza. Don't miss this big-time pay-per-view on Saturday, May 7th. Sorry about that, Paul.
No, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I knew you had that.
Oh, look at Carolina. Little gamesmanship there, big smile on her face. You have to respect what's going on here, because she had a tough first round. She lost the second as well, but she's still in it.
Well, I guess
she is starting round 3, looking confident, looking in control, and going on the attack.
against Lupi Godinez, she dropped that first round for sure, but then rallied back, sensing that she may be a slow starter. Interesting note about the confidence about that round 2. I guess the groundwork was enough for her corner, but no room for error in round number 3.
No, now when Carolina's starting to finally feel herself in here, starting to let things go, looking for a lot of head kicks. I like that. She's nullifying that right hand of Molly McCann by throwing that left head kick.
The problem is for Molly, it's these knees. The knees in the clinch are very dangerous for her, because Molly's dipping her head a lot as she's going in. That's what the corner are calling for. Make no mistakes. But right now, I think Molly's maybe slowing down a bit, you know. It's such a balancing act when you walk in. It's great to have the crowd behind you like this, but you have to be able to control those emotions. Well, certainly in a fight that is going into the last round.
Oh, nice. Oh, Carolina wants it. She beckons her on.
Yeah, I do think that first round took something from Molly McCann, whether it be the walk. You know, like you talked about, Michael, that you lose something there. That energy is energy that you didn't use for the fight. You used it on the walkout, which is fun, but you got to be ready for that.
But it's not just...
What an unbelievable moment for Lethal Molly. That is absolutely bonkers. Wow. Look at this place, Michael.
I mean, that was just absolutely incredible.
Well, that's something. That is really something. What an inspired performance from Molly McCann, and the perfect capstone as well.
Chừng mõm nào, chừng mõm mưa nước. Nào, chừng mõm mưa nước nào. Ngoài quá, ngoài khác.
em qua muốn nhân mặt. Tiếp đến là bún chanh mọi người nhé. Bún chanh quá rất thích uống. Uống những cái gì cũng chơi. Thôi uống thế thôi. Đủ rồi, ngày hôm nay đủ rồi. Sáng rồi mới làm rồi. Thôi đi ngủ đi em ạ.
Thôi đi ngủ đi.
Ôi
Chết rồi.
ý, mở cổ lên. Sao một tí.
Kìa không quá.
Tỏ buồn bác lại ngồi dưới bụi cây và khóc. Đâu từ các chữ. Một bác gấu đi qua, Thỏ ngồi khóc nghiệt ở hai. Đâu cái này.
Nào đi.
Đây hả? Đây là con gà. Đây là con thỏ. Đây là con chó sói. Đâu? Đâu? Cao các cháu gà. Xíu cái gì này. Rách rồi. Long time ago, the animal built their house in the forest. Fox and rabbits were play found.
Bún ơi, bún, diễm kìa, diễm xù kìa. Ở trên tầng đi, chạy lên tầng đi. Hỏi đi. Không nhớ diễm xù à? À, bún.
Bạn chẳng học chưa ăn. Đúng nhầm bằng đúng rồi. Đâu.
Nào,
Xem
nghe.
tí. Xem nào. Đâu, không cái nào. Mua cái nào. Cái nào bạn cũng có. Đây nha, Mai cầm cho cái này nha. Mai cầm cho ếch và bùa nhá. Nhá. Cắm nào cho chó đi dưới.
Con gì đấy? Đâu? Đâu? Chỉ đi mà. Chỉ đi. Chỉ ở kia cơ mà. Chỉ ở kia cơ mà. Đây, con chỉ gì cơ mà. Bắt tay ông chỉ. Con chuột đấy. Chỉ đây. Lấy tay chỉ đi. Đấy, con gì đấy? Con gì? Con gì nào?